let's try this again. Something's going on these days. Greetings again, travelers. This happened to me yesterday. I don't know what the heck is going on, but YouTube, was like, no, I'm gonna kick you out. For no reason. I didn't even say anything. Alright, the audio in there is garbled. So, let's try this one more time, shall we? Greetings, travelers, and of course all you builders out there. It's you-know-who, it's me, Kevin C, here at Action Pants Gaming. Hoping that whatever time of day it is for you and whatever it is you might be doing as you're watching this, well, I hope it's going good. We are in the city, and we are trying to make a few changes because where we just were, but it was really loud and obnoxious. For some reason in that spot, the audio gets really weird. I have a feeling I know what it is, but I want to keep that because it's part of the noodle bar. So, I just need a break from that audio for a moment. And then YouTube kicks me out or does something I didn't even notice because I was probably building. I didn't notice it disconnected probably. But for some reason it decided to kick me right out. So I'm like, what the heck? What's going on? I'm getting a little tired of that, though. I need to get a computer because it's getting a little ridiculous, that my stream crashes like that. So I'm kind of grumpy. Just a little grumpy about it. Right. What day is today? Is today the 25th? I think it is. Yes, it is. Alright, we're going to get to some signs. We're going to try and rebuild some stuff. And hopefully YouTube will cooperate. We'll see what happens. Because YouTube, for some reason, I need to get a computer. I need money. It's the biggest problem. That looks like he's pooping. I didn't even notice that. Almost looks like he's pooping. Let's change those signs to something else. Because that doesn't look good. Actually, it looks almost better without the poster. A little more mechanical. This I want to change. I'm not digging it. I mean, I like part of it, but part of it I'm not. But I like the fact that it's kind of like this big sort of, electronic box thing. I got a couple ideas I want to do with this thing here. I want to see if I can get it to work. We'll see. And then if the audio will cooperate, I would like to get this part worked on in here. Oh, wait. Alright, we just started rebuilding. So for any of you who have been following this build, and we took a break from it for a little while because, well, we kind of needed to. What was I going to say? It's, the circle in here wasn't perfect. That's what I was getting at. Sorry, my brain just locked up there for a minute. I'm like, what am I trying to say? I know the thoughts are there somewhere. Alright, so what we want to do here, and I think just one of these is fine. I don't think we need we don't need to add any more. But I'm wondering if we need to bring it out to keep it more contained, like it's drawing from the... Yeah, keep it more contained. Yep, no, like it's drawing power from the center core of this planet. So yeah, we got to do some work in here. There's going to be happening. I think it has to do with this, that noise. All right, and then we need to split this in half. So what does this do if I just bring it up here and here? That would put one there and there. That's kind of an odd. I mean, I could. Wouldn't that work? I think. Because, yeah, that's just going in that way, right? Bing, bing, bing. Oh, shit. I hate this. Like, I don't want to not be able to build, you know, the way I was just doing it. And I don't know what made them, had to be someone to VR. Alright, so it's not that way. Like, it's making me take a finger off of the controller. Alright, no. So it's not that way, it's that way. And then again. That way. Problem still being that we have okay, so uh-oh. Oops. Alright, let's try that again. And is that going to clog that? That should actually be coming from the inside, shouldn't it? Because when I'm walking around, yeah, all that's going to be... So yeah, no, that needs to be on the inside going the other way. So that has to be... Alright, so if we bring this out... Alright, so these go. That can go, that can go, that can go. Guthrum, what's going on? Well, there's not a lot of all here yet, Guthrum. My first stream, for some reason, decided to randomly stop YouTube. Like, my PlayStation was still telling me I was streaming, but for some reason, YouTube decided I wasn't streaming, so I had to quit out and start again. You know what? This does need to come out a little bit. Alright. That needs to come out one at least. One at a time. Oh, thank you, Guthrum. If there's ever anything you have a question about, or, you know, I did some... Oh, here we go, the audio. The audio in here is going to drive me insane. You know, just feel free to ask. Or if I do something midstream and you're like, wait a minute, what'd you just do? Because it's good for me to, you know, do it again so that I can solidify it a little bit better. Because right now, I'm forgetting how I did something. But, you know, I know the basics. And I'll hopefully get kind of what I'm looking for, hopefully. So wait a minute, if I just do it like that... Couldn't I just... Will that let me spin it? Probably not. Heck, it ain't even gonna let me put it in there. Never mind, spin it. Alright, let's move you out. Let's get you out of here. Give ourselves a little bit of room to move around here. Oh, the audio is atrocious. Oh. Oh. All right, so trying to figure out the best way to do this. One, I gotta split this anyway, so let's see here. So what we need to do is take this, and then take that, and do every single one of these. Thankfully, every single one is only 4. Come on. There you go. But I want to kind of clean up this one display that I started. And then Enra, I saw a little thing Enra put up, and I was like, damn it, you did something similar to what I was thinking of. Only different, you know. But I was like, good eye, man. Good catch on that one. All right. Oh, it's gonna, I can't even, oh no. That's right. I'm going to have to do it adjacency style, or universal adjacency style, which sucks because regular adjacency is so much easier. Damn it. No, not yet. That's for later. But probably why it's getting confused. Shouldn't have said anything about the timing. This game sometimes, I swear. You make it hard for me to love you. And the other annoying little bug is every time I come in here, I have to shut off the bite beat that's running my lights. It's more than likely not what I left it as. And I constantly am switching back to my other... It constantly switches your exocraft to your mech, which is somewhat annoying. Because you're like, I don't want that. So I'm constantly having to switch back and forth. Alright, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, and 3. 1, 2, and 3. Get rid of you. Get rid of you. Get rid of you. And you. And we're gonna get out of this crazy, crackly, crinky. What is going on with the noise? It is annoying, annoying, annoying. Even out here, there's something going on with the audio. It is really, really bad. Oh yeah, Rev. I'm going to be working with that today. I'm going to clean up the display that I made over here. Yeah, I'm going to have to reload this. I'm going to have to save and reload. Yeah, the audio is whack. What is your problem? There we go. Whew. Had to clear out the audio for a second. Thanks for stopping in, everybody. We got Guthrum and Rev in here. Just doing a little work on the city. Figure we're not going to start anything until we get some patches. I got to check in a couple of other builds too. So I figured I would noodle a little bit. And what we got is definitely a noodleable. That's not a word. Noodleable. Try saying that 5 times fast. Noodleable. It's a good way to noodle with that one part. I think it was Enra. I saw something he did, and I'm like, damn you already beat me to it. I'm going to do mine different, obviously, but I feel like, rah. All right, so we got an audio issue, we got our button sharing issue, got lights flashing again, you know, the draw distance is a bit off. Like, this you used to be able to see from, you know, quite a distance out, but now when I go out into, like, Old Town, yeah, see, and we're back to, like, the fog's a bit much, you know, it's kind of way too encompassing, but it's better. And now, I mean, okay, let me preface all of this by saying, and I'm going to have to preface this again, or not preface it again, because that would just be redundant right there, but to reiterate it again, fastest word I find for that, you know, it looks a whole lot better. Like, the adjustments they made on the UHD, HDR stuff, the HDR adjustments, is significantly better. Like, the bloom is better, the lighting seems more natural. It just overall, like, you know, there's more detail. Yes, there are some issues. That's what I'm pointing out, you know, because of course, you know, we want this to be perfect because we love the game. So we're going to notice the things that, you know, shouldn't be the way that they are. That's what I'm getting at. It's, you know, I have a deep voice. Sometimes it's misconstrued in my intent or what I'm, you know, how I'm really feeling. So I try to, yeah, see, like that right there. That should not be. Okay, see how that's blinking in and out and staying mainly out? Okay, that's like a rendering thing, I would imagine, since I'm not a programmer. But yeah, see how that kind of, you know, as I move my cursor around, we're getting, you know, if I can keep it focused in one area, but normally I could just move around and everything stays on, you know. But right now, it is not. So even just here on this part of the platform, you know, just turning my head that much, you know, is enough to affect, you know, what's going on there. And it definitely is, you know, a draw distance, I would imagine, a rendering thing, something, the terms that I know, a few of them that I know. And I don't mind a little bit of dirt as an accent, but, you know, it's been, and it hasn't been horrible. Like, you know, when I've come back here, it's been okay. You know, there's some minor things, some easily removed things. I had tech support in here with me the other day, and it wasn't super bad. He had a bit of terrain, but I think over some time it would kind of dissipate, I would imagine. Just based on some time and, you know, trying to get closer to the iteration that I'm in. Look forward to it. So many options with that thing. Did I see you maybe considering using the head of the hologram on the video phone booth? I did. You did, rather. Yes. I have a whole idea with that. We'll see if it... that's new. This doesn't usually fill in here, but that's okay. It's actually not too bad. You know, easily cleaned. It's not like a giant lump of it somewhere, you know. We got a stone in there. Okay, not a big deal. But the light's flashing again, you know, it's like they just fixed it. They fixed it. It's like, why? Why is it back? Things are beautiful. I mean, it's more beautiful. And I was really hoping that we would get a patch today, but no such luck as of yet. If we do, I'm going to stop, download the patch, restart, and we'll see what's, you know, fixed and still what needs, you know, attention. But what I want to kind of get to in a few minutes, because I still want to get in there a little bit, but the sound gets nuts, is I want to kind of clean up this case. Excuse me. I wish it leaned forward a little bit, you know, like you leaned forward and reached out or something, you know, just to kind of give it, I mean, the hands are great, the head, the little bob, but like if it could lean forward just a hair, like bend at the waist a little bit, like rah, 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 you know, and go out and back in, which it sort of does. It is still one of the coolest deco pieces we've gotten, to date. Now, if I can do it, I'm thinking about putting him in the phone booths and trying to get one of these characters, you know, like they're talking to him in the phone booth. I want to kind of do that over here. And I got to redo this sign. I'm going to redo this sign maybe with that thing too. I don't know. We'll see. I want to redo the middle. I don't like the flags anymore. You know, it was great with, it was a good idea with old techniques, you know, because, you know, we hadn't got new build mechanic. We just got the new build mechanic. We hadn't really figured it out yet. And I hadn't come up with some of the things that I've done, like the screen, you know, for example. And with the 5x wire sitting here, we might be able to redo this. So we're redoing some of the city. We're obviously going to keep a good portion of it, but there's a few things in here that have been kind of bugging me. And one of them was the interior of this room here. And that's kind of what we're working on. We're going to try to get a little work done in here if we can. But I have a feeling we're going to have a bear of a time doing it. Alright, let me think about this for a minute. So, if I... should be able to... Should be able to. I gotta think about this. And again, tight quarters building is never fun when you've already built something and then you're like, nah, I need to change that. And you're trying to work within, you know, previously built space, so you don't want to get rid of anything. Come on. Always the last one, right? Come on. Is that... Ooh, that's off. That's why. Aha. That needs to go away and be redone. Uh-oh. I did not notice that till now. Well, that's why that one was being so fighty. There and here and there. And then we gotta do, because I can't just do an adjacency, I have to do a universal adjacency. There you are. Alright. Hey, now that gets in there. Nice. I love how the bear got the short end of the stick with the sayings. The whale definitely won that one. I'm not sure. Now I've forgotten what I've said. Yeah, this needs to alter somehow. I don't know how, but it does. See, some of these, it's helpful to have a mover. You know, some of these ideas, you know, I'm like, oh. You know, that would be really cool if... But then you gotta have somebody who's able to move. And this has been really freaking bizarre. This whole deal. And because I can't now I gotta go all the way around. And if I'm, you know, I can't just back up because it's going to now switch if I go to that. So I have to wait for them to fix that. Oh, a whale of a time than a bear of a time. Gotcha. Oh, I know what I'm doing with that. Where is it? There's an open pipe up here. Yeah, right there. Ah! I hit that damn... Hit the damn wrong one. Damn it. Now I can't just go back either, you know, so it's like, it's such a pain. Like, why are you such a pain? I have to move out. It's not in the right spot. Damn it. I'm going to leave that there as a reminder, though, because that should actually... If I did that... That... It's a little too far out there. That would be a better spot, though. Ah! No? Alright. Why are you not staying vertical? Oh, these pipes, they drive me insane sometimes, I swear. I just want it. I want it where I want it. Stop moving and bending on me. I mean, I just wish there was a way to keep, you know, either just to have a straight version and a bend, or, you know, use the, you know, the other way. Because I like some of that, you know, some of it's really neat to use. You know, but when you're at the end of a run and say, I just wanted a downspout to come out, you know, from here, I don't want to have necessarily another pipe sticking on the other end and, you know, to make it bend. And, you know, then if you remove that one and the other one goes straight and it's, you know, it becomes counterproductive. Right, so that'd have to be higher. See, it's kind of weird. You don't really know where, because when you're building it, it's extended. Oh, that's way out there, though. Yeah, so I'd have to remove that. I'd have to have somebody move that, figure out where this goes. But I want to do it. I definitely want to do it, but I need somebody to move this part and hold it in place. And unfortunately, one of my good helpers is currently without a computer. So that's kind of a bummer. So, unfortunately, I can't attempt that at the moment. Doesn't really do much of anything. No. No, that makes no sense. I love the new posters, though. They got a great... I love whoever the art's doing the art. Gone through? No, not at the moment, but thank you. I have so many projects. That one is the last one on the list. The first one on the list is actually getting this working in here, so I can start finishing up the power room. Because I didn't know what I was doing down here, and originally, when I built it, you know, it was making circles with the new mechanic hadn't been quite figured out properly yet. So there was a lot of wonkiness in this room, and I just fixed that. And then with the power core things I was messing around with, I'm like, oh, okay, maybe I'll add that to here, you know, and this whole the power tower here. You know, and I might be able to do, you know, a better thing than I had before. So, you know, I'm kind of in the midst of trying to figure out what I'm doing. But if I do get to a point where I'm like, you know what, I could really use a hand, I will reach out to you. But right now what I'm doing is I'm just kind of trying to, there's all these little things that need to be done in here. And since I can't trust the build mechanic and the save at the moment, you know, I don't want to do anything large and major. Which, there's not really anything left to do, large or major, so, although I do want to try and attempt another set of buildings as a facade. Alright, this thing here I want to make a little bit different, a little bit better. I forgot we reloaded, hold on. Every time I reload, I have to, even though I saved, I have to come back here. I have to turn this off. And it's not what I left it at, as we all well know at this point. And this freaking guy, I'm always, like, transported into the Exomech. And I gotta come in here, I gotta change, and it doesn't matter. Because as soon as I reload this again, it'll switch to him. Thankfully, I've got him contained instead of trying to, like, follow me around everywhere. Even though I took that portion of it out, I thought. But now, it doesn't matter. Even if I save this, right? Boop. Alright, so we're saved. Now, I just did all that. We're saved at this point. It should just be, if I need to reload, that would be the way it is. However, it is not. Actually, I wanted to check something else, too. Right, you stayed. Alright, next stage of this is... Yeah, for now. At least get you out of the way. Is the difficult part. Is knowing which direction I am facing. So hopefully... and I'm really in a tight space, so if I wanted to move, say, this one here, right, so get rid of 1, 2, and 3. Let's do that, but change it to that. And fight with it for hours upon hours. Come on. So did y'all get your expedition done? Thankfully, I got mine done. And I gotta say, one of the coolest building parts we've gotten in a while. If not next to the coolest building. I'm trying to think. See, the base terminus right now is the coolest part until they change the lighting on me. That was an old school part. Yeah, we're going to have to drop that down a little bit. We'll take our chances with some terrain manipulating. I have one base left to delete, even though I went through and cleaned up all of the terrain on there, but I think deleting the base would actually probably end up giving me more. Right on, right on. You will get there. Be patient. So now, what needs to happen here? What needs to happen here? What needs to happen? Because we need that on the other side, so it's not that. So we would have to do these individually. Because, wait a minute. Because I want it to go this way. So what if I just did this? Would this do the same thing? And give me a little bit more control? Okay, but what I would have to do is I would have to... One, I'd have to do with each one of these. And then... and then, on top of that, we would have to... Get it? So that would be this one. That's the opposite side. Alright, we need to figure this out. Okay. Alright, so this one is facing that way. So that one puts this one in, and then this one will put that one in. So if I remove... Alright, we have a holder for all of these, so let's get rid of the center, which we just lost our delete noise for, and then got it back. Okay. So if we do that... And then we take that. Alright. And we take you. You're going to go in that way. So you would have to go 1, 2. Ah, but there's our flip. Gotcha. Alright, so I'd have to do that. Or I'd have to put a holder for all of you out here. Huh, yeah, that's a pain in the butt. Or, what I could do, is switch it all to blocks. Move the blocks in. Do it all with pyramids. Alright, let's do that. Maybe. What's easier? I've already got everything here. So if I... Alright, so that puts me where I want to be. So then if I do this one... But no, because I want this to flip around the other way, because this is where we're viewing. Alright, so that needs to come in towards here. Okay, got it. And not be attached to that one. And same with you. You need to come back here. No, wait. We're not doing that yet, that's why. Because we're doing this side. Oh, Jesus. Alright. Alright, so we gotta go from the opposite side. What am I thinking here? Why do I do this? Seriously, sometimes I wonder. Alright. So, we're doing this corner, which means that we're also doing this corner. Alright, so this has to come off of here, 1 and 2, drop down as a holder. Alright, this is our viewing area. As we walk around, we're going to see this section. We're going to come around and somehow see this section. I don't know how that's going to work, but we'll see. I need to be further out. Damn it. In order to really do it. Because I need the space between for the back. But, So we're going to have two of them, basically. And then the other one will be some sort of random... Oh, no, wait a minute. I know what I can do with that. I know how I can do with that. We can put it in doubly. It doesn't matter. We'll flip it around. It's a power core. It doesn't have to have all the same elements as the kaleidoscope. It has to look power related. Okay, so here's one of them. So now we're going to take that and we're going to get out of here in a minute because that's going to drive me nuts. Slide that back. That one's facing the right way. And that one is not. Okay. But on this side, we're going to have something different. But can we, which would eliminate a whole bunch of other hassle, can we just flip that there? So if we take that and flip it and see what we get it, see what it looks like. Whoa, what happened there? No, that's not what I wanted. Yeah, hear that crunchy noise? That is not good. Whatever that crunchy noise in needs to stop. No. Gotta just have it the regular way and just have part of it. That staticky noise is freaking, it hurts the brain. Makes it difficult to concentrate. And I swear it's from that barrel. It's gotta be from that damn barrel. Yeah, because notice over here, although it sticks around, so I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I have no idea. All I know is it's a pain in my rear. Yeah, I think we may need to come out to here actually and do the 45 included. But then that doesn't make any sense when we get out to here, because now this, say I want to try and contain it within this area. So, alright, so now we're going to come out from the other way, which is going to be here. That leaves that gap there. And then this one will come from here. that gap there. We're going to have that in there. Yep, it needs to come out. Damn it. Alright, how far? Yar. Alright. That needs to be... Yeah, it needs to come out a full. And then this would have to come out even further again. It's going to make that a little difficult to get around here. Ugh. That crunchy noise. What is going on with the game? We may have to go and figure something else out. Because that is ridiculous. You hearing that? Are you guys, like, noticing that? You must. And if not, then it's my headset. Which, I'm going to say no, only because I know that when I'm anywhere else, it doesn't do this. Oh, wow. Yeah, nothing like trying to rebuild. Actually, you know what? Don't care about that right now. Oh my goodness. Yeah, we need to get out of here for a little bit. This is driving me nuts. Oh. Whew. Oh my God. It's crazy. I hope those new signs are a real thing. That would be cool. I wish these had more of a... Like, I wish when they met, it had kind of a rounded edge, I suppose. I don't know, you know, or a way to fill in that with a little thingamajiggy. Which I could probably shrink down that little thing. You know, shrink this down. Well, that's not too bad. Not great. I mean, it helps. Let me change the color on that. Right, that's a little better. The only downside, though, is like it's such an open, you know. I mean, from one angle, it's fine and helps to kind of fill in that gap. But on the other hand, you know, you'd have to have that as a straight-on view, period. Coming around the other side kind of doesn't really do much, you know. Freaking thing. That's not too bad. Looks a little more advertising. ER. Excuse me, welcome. Oh, these things are so neat. Yeah, I got to get a better base going for this, but... Oh yeah, perfect for the city, too. Such a great little thing. I got a couple ideas brewing with it. I just got to... What do we got up here? Is that more dirt? You know, I mean, but just as little accents, too, it's kind of neat. I mean, it's not NPCs walking around, but it's, you know, it's a start. Yeah, I've seen some leaked photos of those. I'm really interested in those, definitely. Um, Unfortunately, a good percentage of my kaleidoscopes currently are broken. We'll give it some time. I'm trying to work in this room, but the audio is ridiculous. Like, it's fine for a little bit, but then after a little while, it'll start to crackle out. Alright, so now we should probably do the 45. If we're going to do this way, but... Damn, I don't know if I want to deal with that. That's a lot more effort. into this project right now? Or do I just want to play with the new part? Let's play with the new part. Alright, where can I put another version of that? I want to redo this middle sign, but that's a bunch of tragedy in itself. Alright, let's grab it, start moving it around, see where it might look good. Now, part of me is thinking if I could get it up here and then, you know, somehow have it work, you know, within this thing here might be neat. So that's one idea. You know, if I could get them like on the sides or something. And then another thing, although now I got to spin them all the way around again, because if I go and do the other thing where, you know, it's putting them maybe up higher as well, somewhere, and fill in a gap. But the question is where? I'm going to do them up here maybe. Or you know, maybe fill up one of these areas here. Start something right here. Like maybe remove this screen. Yeah. Yeah, because if you go into the what are those buildings we keep going into now? It's a newer building, the addition, and they have just the geck heads floating above everything. I was thinking about trying to reproduce that somewhere, but you got to hide the rest of it though, the body, you know. Put them over here. Ooh, yeah, it's like one of those touristy guide things. Build a little containment unit for them right here. I wonder if just putting them at an angle might help with certain things too. I don't want to get too much, maybe. Yeah, I know I want to do something like that. I wish we could change its color, but I don't think we can. What we should do is go to an R&D site and start messing around with this thing. Does make a decent amount of noise, though, that's for sure. See, now just placing a light there doesn't really do much. It would have to be contained in something. I don't think I know I want those things badly as a build part. I saved that save specifically because of those things. I don't think you can, though. Maybe when it's over, because that would be under buildable technologies, yeah? Construction research. Another would be maybe power and industry, but no. Oh, believe me, I would love to get all of that stuff on a save here. But yeah, so far it's not showing, although what is showing, which is weird, is bank, 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 and bank, the originals. So, unless it's under an exotic part, maybe. Nope. Obviously, it wouldn't be under posters and decals, but you never know. So yeah, I don't know. It's not under buildable technology, so unfortunately we can't cache those. But, good question. Is that a buildable part still in that save? And I kind of like that. I mean, I like having to go, to the, the space station or the Nexus or, oh, is it snowing out? Damn it. Going to the space station or the Nexus for that, but I'm feeling we need to go to an R&D. I'm feeling like if I make a mistake in the city right now, it could be detrimental. But hold on, I gotta repark my big-ass hauler, even though I think it doesn't really matter, because once we reload, we have to redo a bunch of things again. But I'm sure most of it will get fixed, and we will be fine. It is a new update, which always involves what? Patches. Speaking of that, we're going to pause the video for a moment. We're going to take a look to see, check for update. Currently, it is the current version, apparently. But, oh, all right, you're working today. Weird. Thank you. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. Yeah, there we go. First day of the update, this was blinking all over the place and wasn't working. So I had to, but it varies, camera angle and all that. But I kind of want to check to make sure we have those as parts still. I got to add the flowers to this garden, get some color in here, do some other stuff over here. All those little fine, like benches and yada, yada, yada. I want to try and add a little more detail before the whole thing explodes. Trying to get in some of the mechanicals, make this look more industrial, like these industrial rooms. Little consoles and stuff. Alright, I want to put this thing somewhere else. Where? Should we go to an R&D? Thank you, ER. Oh, and there's more to come. I'm working on it. I'm going to strip this down, I think. And I'm going to redo it, I think. I mean, I don't know yet. All my signage is always like. You had some great stuff back in the day. Remember the casino build? You had that one where you flew in, you had all those floating signs. Some of the stuff that we could probably be making today, you could be doing now. I know you've done some newer versions. But like just with this thing here, could have a floating sign. Like I really want to now rebuild a city, but do it more city, not so R&D turned city. It's snowing again. Just when we thought we were going to get through this winter without it. But, so now I'm trying to get, you know, like I did, this was inspired by that actually. I was thinking of those signs, ER, when I built this one. I had to shrink down light fissures and actually I should put a little bit more contrast on that. You can't even really see the color of the light fissure there. I should make that another color. Although I think those are buried in there now. I'm trying to remember. Oh yeah, they're in there. Yep, that's the way it is. That ain't changing. I guess the next one we'll have to think about that a little bit better. But before these new adjustments, you know, and actually that's another thing. Let's go to an R&D. Let's find an R&D areas so I can try a few things. Where's there a teleporter? Oh yeah. You know, like this stuff. I want to add more of these kind of venting, you know, more mechanicals. More of these 3D signs now we can do. Ooh, I can mix that with these. I can mix them with the statues and do more stuff like this poster here. This needs light on it. You can't, it's hard to see during the day, it's better, or it needs to be lower. You know, and then we have like this here. Now you got me looking at my signs, trying to figure out what to do different next. With this character thing. You know, we got some gaps we need to fill. There's so much to work to do and not enough space. Not enough parts. I want to rebuild this somewhere else without all the parts. I want to try and do it in enlarged walls now that we have a placement method for it. I'm just trying to figure out another, because I feel like that 3D thing needs to be up high as well somewhere. I'm just trying to figure out maybe here. Maybe in this spot here. Or perhaps maybe coming off of this as you're walking around the corner. Alright, so if I'm walking around, I'm walking around the city. Where would a big giant Gek hologram look good? Up high. That wouldn't make any sense. No, not here. That wouldn't work. This is such a battle sometimes. It's like you got so much crud. Like, where do you put more crud and not have it look like more crud? See, I like this because there needs to be something here, but I'm waiting for the new signs because I'm going to put them in neon signs in the big window. So we're going to put like a big neon sign in here. If those signs come through, you know, that way that'll give it a little bit, you know, you have a little interest here, but it gets a little bit lost around here, and I think some poster or, you know, some of that signage will help. Here could use something right out in the front, maybe. as you're walking through. Definitely something in here, but I don't know what. This kind of works. If I had a building behind this, which I want to do, I want to put another skyscraper up back here and fill in this negative space. So when you're walking around, you're not seeing the dirt, you see another building, right? And I want to make it kind of more of like an apartment style building, and just more for facade than anything else. And I'm going to try and do it cube style to cut down or enlarged parts. Yeah, see, then we get really narrow down here. That's a little too large for this area, but maybe. And then we get into the subway, and this gets a little congested because we've already got a ton of stuff in here. Although we could put a smaller version somewhere in here, maybe. Kind of directing. Maybe up here, above this, instead of this here, maybe put that there. And have him above up in here as well. But he needs to be up high in the city. I'm just checking too to make sure there's not too much terrain regrowth. You know. I could do a little version instead because I've already got this sign on a lot of them. I could do a small version here and have it be like, a little animated sign on the edge. Such a weird spot where they put it too. Like somewhere here. Instead of the light blocks, I don't know. Maybe for another vending machine. Where do I put stuff? Too many spots where things could go, and still not quite enough parts yet. We need more of these hologram style things. Tech support, what's going on? Yeah, the neon, exactly. It'd be like neon in the windows. So that's kind of what I want to do. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's a 3-pane window, so it just enlarged. So what I did was I put down, I did this all manually, by the way. This was before some of the technique. So I put down the row of short walls, stacked them up, and then I built the wall and I manually moved it so that it was, the window was as in the middle of the short wall that I could. So I kept the middle short wall out, manually manipulated the window in, and then once I was happy with the positioning, I then just threw that short wall back into place. Oh, Gecko and glass tube. Yeah, there's so many things with this hologram, man. It's the coolest freaking thing. It's one of the coolest build decos we've gotten in a while, I think. It definitely is something that I'm glad we got. Because it is super cool. And with the 5x wire, you can do something like this. I still think it needs something behind it a little bit. During the day, it's not as, more things need to be around here, obviously. But we just don't know what yet. All right, let's find a little R&D area because there's something I want to try because I got to remember now where's my portal? Right over here. Yeah, PC wire. So Vanarama swung in and did right here a 5-time wire, and then we went down, to 3 times. So we have a little bit of a range. And that's how I was able, because no matter what I did, I couldn't quite get this to look right. The screen up here, because of the scale. And now I want to make it more animated. That's why I'm thinking about adding that guy in there, which I think I'm going to do. I'm going to take this apart tonight when I'm not on stream, so you don't hear me cursing. But none of the stickers or posters would get large enough, and so I ended up, being able to enlarge that sticker 5 times to fill that gap. Which really, really helped. And then, of course, you got the 5 times wire, and so you're going to try other things with it. And I did that with a couple of the kaleidoscopes. Hey, buddy. Right, I don't know what I have in this save for an R&D, and we can't anyway. So we're going to quit out of here. Because I'm not going to use the parts. I'm not going to build something and go like, ooh, I need to keep that so I can look at it again. And I am locked out of the game. I am locked out. Nothing is working. Oh, great. Right, I'm going to give it a minute, but I think the game has frozen. And yeah, the stuff to do with that, especially, part saving a little bit, but then you get 5 times. It's a little bit crazy with the walls. It's not moving. I can't do a darn thing. All right, this update has been a little problematic. So what I'm going to do is I am going to come back, because I've been going for an hour. So I'm going to restart, and hopefully we will not have this problem again. If we do come back and we have this problem again, then we will unfortunately have to end our stream. But so give me a moment. This shouldn't take too long, thanks to the PS5. But I'm going to reload, and we'll be back shortly. All right, I'm going to end this stream. And there'll be a part 2 coming up, apparently.